Guys, can I get a kiss? Hi everyone, welcome back to Mochi's channel. So today we're going to be talking about how to tire out your dog when it's raining outside, or honestly when you just for some reason can't go outside, even when your dog gets like surgery, whether they're getting spayed or neutered, whatever. If for some reason they can't go outside and you need to tire them out inside, I'm going to go over 5 fun and creative ways to do that, to tire them out inside. One thing I definitely have noticed is that a lot of people don't realize that mental exercise is just as important as physical exercise. And sometimes mental exercise is actually more exhausting for dogs than physical. If you stimulate their scent, sight, hearing, all of those scents, and that really exercises their brain, and that tires them out just as well, sometimes more effectively than physical exercise. So the 5 things I'm going to be talking about today are going to focus more on those other scents that they have and not on physically exercising them. And of course, you have to still give them that physical exercise. You still have to take them out to pee, do their business. Poach! As you guys cannot see, Mochi is chilling right here, taking a nice little nap, so he won't be joining us for this speaking part, but that's fine. Okay, so for the first activity that I wrote down here is treats or toys in a towel. So to mentally stimulate your dog indoors with this method, just lay out a towel, preferably not so big, but you know, any towel works. Then just sprinkle like 5 or 6 treats, preferably ones that have a nice smell to them. I mean, dogs can smell like a million, obviously not literally, but a million times better than humans. So it doesn't have to be like the most pungent treats, but if you have, you know, like turkey treats that, you know, your dog loves and can smell out, that's better, because this is going to really focus on their scent work, but also their problem solving, which is why this activity is so exhausting, because it's really going to stimulate their brain. Then roll up the towel kind of like a sushi roll, so that all the treats are now stuck in the center of this towel. And then you give your dog the towel and you let them figure it out from there. So your dog kind of has to figure out how to unravel the towel in the first place. Are they going to use their snout, their paw, whatever? That's all stimulating your dog's brain. And then it's also really focusing on their scent, which is really good. And you could do this exact same thing, but with their toys in the middle of like the little roll, not treats. If your dog is more toy motivated, so with Mochi, we can actually do both ways. He likes treats, he likes toys. So if you want to do this more than just a few rounds, you could do some rounds with treats and other rounds with toys to keep their calorie count low. And I didn't show this here, but if you want to make it a little bit trickier for a dog, or if you've done the normal sushi roll method a few times and it's too easy for your dog, after you roll it up into that little sushi roll shape, just tie it once, like a shoelace or like a knot, really loosely though. And then that adds a level of difficulty for your dog. The second way to tire out your dog on a rainy day is to use a sniff mat. So just like the towel trick, a sniff mat really focuses on their scent, but this actually lasts a bit longer in duration, so you don't have to do as many rounds to like tire them out. So scent mats usually, or sniff mats usually look like a big fluffy mat, to be honest, or like it kind of looks like a towel mat, or it looks like the fake grass that I have here. And it exercises your dog mentally, but also encourages scent work, just like a towel, like I said, and it's proven to be super exhausting for your dog. So kind of like what I said at the beginning of this video about taking your dog on like a sniffing walk, same concept here, and it really tires out your dog. A sniff mat's also a perfect tool to use during mealtime. So if your dog eats kibble, like dry food, then you can honestly take their meal and sprinkle it across the sniff mat. And if your dog does do this during mealtime, I would suggest getting like a bigger sniff mat, not like the one I have here, because Mochi eats raw, so we can't use this with his meals. But yeah, if that's the case, your dog eats dry, just sprinkle their meal over a sniff mat and let them do that, and then you kind of combine mealtime with a mental exercise. I'm also going to leave a link to a really good sniff mat in the description. The third exercise is hide and seek. So hide and seek is not just a fun game for human children. Dogs love this game. Mochi is absolutely obsessed. We do this even when it's not a rainy day outside. After a walk, we'll do this sometimes because he loves it. And then the big bonus with this game is also that it really works on recall. Again, I think I mentioned this in another video. I will be making a video of recall, because recall is such a big concept and such a big skill that dogs should have. But that aside, hide and seek is a great way to practice recall and just strengthen it. To play this game, you just have to make sure your dog knows the concept of stay, like the skill stay, or you need 2 people if they don't know how to stay, so one person can hold them back, but ideally you can just say stay. So put them in a stay in one room, leave that room, and then go just out of sight of your dog. So like literally, for example, if Mochi's waiting in the hallway, I'll go right around the corner into the living room, and then you say come. And then your dog comes, you reward them, and do this a few times until your dog gets the concept. Don't actually hide in the beginning. Like I just said, go right out of sight of them. And once they get that, then you can start hiding. With Mochi, now that we've played it so many times, I like to hide in like the closet. And it's so funny because I can like hear him walking around the apartment trying to find me. And it's really, really good because this game uniquely uses scent, hearing, and sight. So it's really, really good. And again, it focuses on recall. So I would really recommend this game even if it's not a rainy day. But of course, it's perfect for a rainy day because you could do it indoors. The fourth activity is not enough of an activity to tire out your dog on itself, but it is a great supplement. So licking has been researched and proven to be a super relaxing method for dogs. It's kind of like therapeutic and it relieves anxiety. So what better way to get them licking than with a stuffed Kong? You can stuff your Kong with your dog food. So I feed Mochi raw, like I said before. So it's kind of perfect. We just stuff the raw food inside the Kong. But with this, you really have to be extra careful with washing it afterwards because you don't want like bacteria to be stuck in there. So yeah, you can stuff it with food, peanut butter, or these yummy ices that I make for Mochi. I'll also leave the recipe for that in the description because I made them myself. And a really good idea to do with a stuffed Kong is maybe after doing the other activities I mentioned in this video, then give them a stuffed Kong to kind of like wind down and relax. And again, like that motion of licking really relaxes the dog. So after you stimulate them mentally, maybe reward them with a stuffed Kong, and then they should be good to go for a while. And last and definitely not least, considering how effectively it tires out your dog, teach them a new skill. So again, mentally exhausting your dog is the best way to tire a dog, and training them is like a surefire way to ensure that they will be tired at the end of it. You know, some fun tricks Mochi knows that might inspire your next trick are yoga or bow, sit pretty, speak, wave, sleep, backpack, stand tall, hide, which is like going in between the legs, weave, touch, and the list is pretty much infinite. You can teach your dog anything that you set your mind to. Now you're ready for the next time it's pouring outside, and always remember, a mentally exercised dog is a tired dog is a happy dog. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Mochi's channel.